another Dale Tuggy debate that recently took place. And wow, it's so hard to listen to Dr. Tuggy. His arguments are just so bad. I mean, it stuns me that there are so many people who just think he's the cat's meow when it comes to arguing against the Trinity, because 95% of the time he's burning straw men, and he knows he's doing it, and pretty much openly admits he's doing it. It's just really hard to listen to. Very frustrating, but extremely frustrating. Just again, if I could, we got to find out need to find someone who can make these and put them on a trophy stand, okay, with a little Bic lighter up front. You know what I mean? With a little plaque on it that says Straw Man Award given to, and then we could have it put on there, and we could send these to people like Dale Tuggy. No, someone could do this. Trust me. Well, we would have to mass produce them. That's the point you're making. Yes, we would not be able to keep up with the demand, but he would have to be given numerous. He would have to have gotten 10 of them just for this one debate. Dr. Tuggy would have, because it's just our very definition says it was the Son who became incarnate, not the Father. Oh, there's a difference. No Trinity. That's the kind of argumentation. If Dr. Tuggy actually wants his arguments to be at all compelling to Orthodox biblical Trinitarians, he hasn't even tried to step up to that level. Really hasn't. The rest of, he gets into all this philosophical quackery at other points that completely begs the issue as well. But that kind of, if there's just one simultaneous, then there are two beings. That was extremely frustrating to listen to. And he really does think that he provides compelling exegesis when he doesn't even begin the process of providing compelling exegesis. It's sort of, it makes sense given his background and his training. It's not in exegesis. He's not an exegete by any stretch of the imagination, but he believes that he is and presents himself in that way. So the Unitarians, I guess Buzzard's group was involved with this and helping to fund it and all the rest of this stuff, and they all scratch each other's backs as far as that goes. But man, they just do not have almost anything there at all to go with. They just simply have to create a straw man, ask certain questions, and just ignore the weight of the biblical evidence, the identification of Jesus as Yahweh, the distinction between the Father and the Son. You got to deal with that stuff. You can't just ignore it. You can't just take your philosophical categories and make that your foundation. And that's exactly what was going on in that very, very frustrating thing to
Now, Dr.
listen.
James White is a very accomplished man. His book, entitled The Forgotten Trinity, was published in 1998. And since that time, there has come out an avalanche of relevant scholarship in two different areas. One area, as I've explained, is in analytic theology, wherein Trinitarians try to precisely define their terms and try to show that they do have a self-consistent theology, which indeed fits with tradition and with Scripture. Dr. James White has made himself willfully blind to this entire realm of literature. He wants nothing to do with it. And I think the reason is that it would raise too many hard questions for his own Trinity theory. Another whole realm of scholarship, which has accelerated in the last 25 or 30 years, has to do with understanding early Christian theology properly, not according to just a very partisan Athanasian narrative, but understanding, for instance, 4th century mainstream Christians that history has learned to call Arians, understanding them properly, understanding people like Tertullian and Origen and Justin Martyr. There's a realm of scholarship that shows that people like Justin, Tertullian, and Origen are not at all Trinitarians. They don't talk about a triune God. Their logos is not equally divine with the one true God, which is the Father. They don't think that the one true God is the Trinity. It seems to me that Dr. White has a very superficial engagement with the early history of Christian theologies. And it seems to me that he's ignoring a lot of relevant literature, which shows the great theological and Christological differences between these early figures and what's considered orthodox since the 4th and 5th centuries. So in view of these remarkable achievements over the past 2 decades plus, I would like to present Dr. White with the Stevie Wonder Trophy for willful blindness to relevant scholarship. Now, this is an online-only award. There won't be any trophy arriving in the mail, but there is a picture of the trophy in the blog post for this episode at trinities.org. So congratulations, Dr. White, on 2 decades of really remarkable achievements in this area of willful blindness to relevant scholarship.